Okay, so I was just sitting here watching some footage of U2 at the Sphere last night, and of course, like many of us, I immediately started wondering, well, how does Phish play into this whole thing? What can Chris do with this? If anything, really. Seems like a really small stage too. Like most people before last night, I was like, oh man, I can't wait till Phish plays that thing. Not even that I was probably not even going to go, but I said, how's that even work on Couch Tour? I don't know. So now I'm less convinced that it would be awesome. I'm sure they're going to try it at some point, and I trust that with or without Chris, um, it would still work. And not just the things that you saw from last night. That's not. I'm sure that's just a very, very small percentage of what it's capable of. Then there's even time for extended periods. They just had the band like projected up there, just like what you were seeing on stage, just like amplified. Maybe not amplified, but made much, much larger. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then like it's hard to like would Phish even want to play without Chris? Would they feel like, ah man, we're leaving our guy behind? It's just like if you played at a venue where I don't know. It's like, well, we don't this venue kind of supplies the drum beat, Fishman. We don't need you. I don't just couldn't imagine that. So and then at the very least, I think Phish would have a lot of input on like what is projected up there. The band and the venue would probably work together. I don't know, and I mean maybe it'll continue to evolve over time. Didn't seem like it seemed like you would kind of be defeating the purpose if you were to just shut all that down and bring in your light rig, being if you're Phish, and then just doing your normal show. It'd still be cool. And I think whatever they pull off would be cool. I mean, like now, 20 years ago, our local planetarium used to do these cool rock shows late at night. You just get absolutely baked and go in there, and it didn't matter if it was Led Zeppelin, the Eagles, Metallica. They did all kinds of bands, and it was awesome, man, to just sit there. And back then it was just basically using lights to form images to kind of tell a story. It was very, very like primitive compared to what this thing has. So I would trust with or without Chris, they could do something amazing in there, and it did not take away from the music at all. I mean, the music was very much a part of it. It wasn't just, oh, now I'm watching this visual show and the music's just kind of there. That wasn't the case at all. So I imagine in this tiny little planetarium compared to this thing that, it would translate to this much larger stage. And then, like I said, it was just lights forming images back then. I couldn't even imagine actual high definition looks like realistic images you just want to reach out and touch. Some of the images I didn't think made sense. Just look like, you were out in Colorado or something. Like, okay, well, that's cool. If you went on a hike, you could do that. I mean, at least make it look like outer space or something, which maybe they did. I don't know. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Phish will play there, and I'm sure it will be awesome, but maybe not what I was expecting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard to be like, yeah, I guess they'll just have to do those shows without Chris. Even that stage, the way the stage, like it was pretty basic and boring what U2 was doing. It was just moving kind of like an old school Vegas marquee or something. Saw some images of Elvis up there. Nice little nod to the king. Was Bono implying he's like the new king? I'll tell you, that guy. All right, so I guess overall my thoughts are I don't really know what to think. I do think they're going to do it, and I do, like I said, it will be awesome, but maybe just not. Man, what if it's so awesome, and then you're like, boy, Chris is lame. That'll never happen. Boom, we are out of here. Fall tour, fall runs, coming soon. And yes, I think I might have mentioned at the beginning of the video, but this is the third day in a row I've worn this t-shirt. Will I ever take it off?